What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully we can get this video actually filmed today because the kids are in the back seat and they kind of might wake up in the middle of their nap. So if they start screaming, this video won't even go up.
And it'll be what it is.
Yeah,
I can already hear Zani getting loaded up, and she is probably getting hungry soon. So without further ado, let's hop into the video, okay?
Yeah. So today, as I see by the title, today we are sitting here and we are going to talk about some of our true feelings towards the birth and how things went. You know, because we don't want it to get too far away. It's been about 3 weeks.
All right, y'all. We had to grab Zani because she was back there getting fussy.
Mama might have to feed her if she don't chill.
That's why I was saying I'll take her. All right, y'all. But I had to feed. I'm feeding baby girl right now, so just gotta make sure she's kept good because we all ate good. It's our turn to eat. We just wanted to sit down and make this little video. Not little because it's not really little. It's actually kind of big, but just being pretty transparent about how I really feel and how we really feel as a team now that we have had baby girl, and just like about how I really felt like emotional wise having baby girl, and now at this moment too as well.
Our overall feelings about the birth and the process and how it was different from the first and things like that. Just want to sit down and kind of conclude it because we haven't done that, and we've actually gotten to sit down and be parents of two for about a month almost now. So
almost a month.
Yeah, almost a month, y'all. So we neck deep into this parenting game. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, man. Watch the video all the way to the end so you can get the full story and the full message of this video, y'all. Because this is a powerful video. Y'all know when we do these types of videos, when we sit down and we talk to y'all, it's always gonna be from the heart, you know, so you can always count on that. The first thing I want to do is I want to just congratulate Bae and just like thank her for doing all the stuff that she did, the sacrifice that she did for the 9 months. Just show her that, you know, that it was greatly appreciated that she, you know, took care of herself and her body and Zani all at once, because I know it was tough. It was a tough pregnancy, y'all. Its pregnancy was different from the first one in different ways.
They both were different in different ways. Exactly just that. It was like they was both the opposite of each other, I would say. Like, yeah. And it's so crazy. I think mostly my pregnancy with Zani was like a mental battle with a lot of stuff. I had different spurts of like just mentally trying to make sure that I'm right, because with Luxon I had a really good mental battle, but the physical aspect of the pregnancy was, you know, I mean, a little bit more rough because
more challenging.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end, because like, you know, I was really fit with Luxon. I stayed in the gym and I was really doing a good job, but with Zani I was probably the opposite, like not really working out, not really taking care of myself the best, like healthy way like I could be, you know, because there's really just no in between. It's either I'm just being healthy or I'm not, and I was not being the healthiest with Zani. But it was a really smooth going pregnancy, you know. I know I opened up a lot about how I felt being pregnant with Zani. We planned to be pregnant with Zani, but like I also felt like I wasn't ready at the same time, just because of like the adjustment and stuff. And I think that's what really kind of affected me mentally, because like I was going against what was actually happening. Now that I reflect back on it, I feel in a way sometimes I feel bad, just because she didn't deserve for me to feel that way.
No, she didn't, and that's what we was trying to keep you in the present moment as much as we could, you know, so you could realize this is going to be for the greater good. It's all working in our favor. Once you realize that and remember that God's on our side and working with us, there's nothing to worry about, you know.
Yeah, but it's like when I look at her though, I just be extremely grateful that, you know, we had her. This is who she is. Like, she's here, and I'm just so grateful to be her mom. Like, I'm really happy about that. Yeah. Even though like I didn't feel like the happiest at first, you know. I don't intend to come off harshly towards myself or towards our baby girl, because that's just how I felt, you know, like, and you got to be truthful about how you feel so that you can heal and be able to, you know, cope or whatever you need to do to basically get to the, you know, right place mentally, you know. And I like I said, I had a pretty tough battle mentally with Zani, but it eventually got better.
Yeah, we got to the end of the pregnancy. The end of the pregnancy was so much smoother with Zani, you know, because I feel like she was smaller for one. When Lux was born, we was just nesting, y'all. The house we just moved into, it was just getting, you know, it didn't have anything in it, really.
Yeah, we had only been in that new house for like 3 weeks before he came, so it was like everything was pretty all over the place.
Yeah, it was definitely different. But with Zani, you know, obviously we already had the house set up with everything she needs, the environment set up, and that's why we said we wanted to even have a baby this close anyway because we knew we already have the nest and we don't have to rebuild the nest because the nest is already built, you know, so it's gonna save us time, you know, and a lot of things. Like we ain't gotta worry about throwing away all the newborn stuff because she's gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it. That was a strategic move on our part, you know, that this was the perfect time to do it. And I got my January baby and Bae got her June baby, you know.
We both got our own little twin, so that's actually pretty legit.
That's what I was thinking about the whole time.
And we gonna roll with it for a while. I know a lot of people's gonna be asking us, when y'all gonna grow y'all family again to 5?
No. Quit saying that.
Yeah, don't ask us yet. Just give us maybe like 3 years. That'll be. We're
gonna need time. On our time, we're gonna do it when we know it's right. We got 2 kids that we're gonna take care of and do our best with.
In love, and we're gonna share them with our supporters that love us and stuff like that. And I also wanted to say something about it's really like this big adjustment from 1 to 2. Because like don't get me wrong, I know what I'm doing as a mom. Pretty confident changing diapers, put babies in the bath, and all of that breastfeeding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now it's just really just balancing the 2 of our children.
Sometimes Lux is gonna be on 100 and Zonnie might be on 20. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes Zonnie might be on 100 and Lux might be on 50. You know what I'm saying? He might not be all the way turned up, but he's halfway there. Yeah. And he's getting there, y'all. So that's the thing. Like we gotta balance them and balance us and our emotions as much as we can.
Yeah, because it's pretty frustrating at times, but I try my hardest not to display my frustration with y'all and with him, really, because he knows what he wants, but he's still trying to figure out the words to say everything. So it's a lot of pushing and pulling and mommy and dada and tapping and throwing stuff. So like it's all of these different phases, and this phase with Luxon is new because, you know, we haven't experienced him as a toddler about to be 2. Yeah. Like this is the first time we've seen all this, and then we also got to do one at the same time, so we got to balance it. And sometimes I be feeling a little guilty because of really just Luxon, and you know, and it's just sometimes having the thought of is Luxon adjusting well, like that kind of beats me up sometimes, like just because, like, you know, like this is kind of big for him. He don't understand all the way. He's gonna
adapt. Yeah. I don't have no question in my mind that he won't adapt, y'all. I know he will, and he's gonna love his sister. He's gonna love his family. We all gonna have a great time together. We're gonna make a lot of memories together. And we're gonna, you know, live his life together. That's the beauty of it, you know. And it's gonna be hard though. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. That's one thing we've learned. It's not gonna be easy. Yeah. You feel me? Since we passed the pregnancy, I want to talk about the birth video. When we got to the hospital, y'all, we didn't know where we was going necessarily, y'all. We didn't know where we was going. Y'all seen that we was lost inside, like we didn't know where to really go when we got there.
It was, and plus, like where we messed up as we didn't tour the hospital, but I also felt like I didn't need to. We
go to the hospital all the time, but we just ain't never been to that certain place. Yeah, that certain part of the hospital.
Yeah, because I was actually going to my ultrasounds and stuff at that hospital, so like we knew what the hospital had going on, kinda. But if we got there 9-ish. Yeah. And they had a whole bunch of stuff going on that didn't make sense. Like, why ain't nobody answering the door?
Yeah, so we got to this 3rd floor, but nobody's up here. I don't know.
Call somebody.
What are we supposed to do? Like, hello? What's going on? Right, so that's the thing. So we got that kind of made me mad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it had me hot. So I realized, okay, bet I'm gonna bang the door down. If Bae would have had Zonnie inside of that waiting room, like it would have been a whole different situation, y'all. Like a whole different situation. Yeah. But luckily somebody was coming out, so they let us in like a regular
patient.
Person. Yeah,
patient. Not a patient,
a visitor. So they came out and let us in, and we actually got in and got to tell people like they was in lackadaisical land in there, y'all. Mine wasn't right. We get in there and I'm like, y'all taking too long. This baby's about to come. Y'all must not know. Yeah,
and it was so crazy because I was trying my hardest not to be aggressive with Derrick or, you know, hostile with you. But when we was in that box and I felt like we needed to get through that door, like I had to tell him, knock on the door. Make sure they come. Because she was finna fall out of me, y'all. Like, not even get pushed out, fall out. And then, y'all seen when Derrick had me in the wheelchair. Y'all guess they got, like, emergency brakes on the wheelchair?
I'm sorry. I didn't know it stopped. You gotta like clamp it and push it.
Y'all, he literally didn't know how the wheelchair worked, and I was not expecting none of that to go on. I'm literally trying to hold his daughter in, and he like lifted his hands up, and the brake like jerked me really hard, and woo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm surprised I kept playing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, y'all. So when we finally got in, we got into the room. You seen the nurses that was there, y'all, and y'all seen that our doula was not there.
Yeah, I seen people saying I had a lot of stuff to say about the doula situation.
Yeah, the doula wasn't there.
Yeah, our doula was at our house. Y'all seen that she was with us the whole time. She left our house before the same time we did, but yeah. we was leaving before her. We forgot something. We had to turn right back around and go grab something really quick. Yeah. And she was already gone, but she made it to the hospital like a few minutes before we did. But the hospital was was so like certain exits and doors was shut down. So like when she tried to get in, they made her go all the way around. So we didn't get to meet there at the exact time that we, you know what I mean, was intending to. And we went two totally different ways, and she was not able to come in the same way that we did. We could not wait for her, even though I really wanted to. Y'all heard Bae was, and I applaud you so much for doing that, because like I understood what was going on, but certain stuff was just not coming out of my mouth. Like I was not about to sit here and say, can y'all please go get my doula? I don't got enough energy in me to be trying to say that.
That's the thing about it.
Right, that's why I said I'm very thankful.
I was your representation at that moment, and I knew my doula's part of our representation.
Man.
So we need her here too. I need her to be here through everything that's going on to help Bae in times that I can't help. It's just such a relief. I ain't gonna lie. We've had our doula for both our births, and
we do it every time.
10 out of 10 guarantee. Recommend.
Yeah, just get you the right doula. Is all I can say.
Yeah, get you a good doula.
Get you the right doula. Don't just get a doula by force. Get your right doula. Get to know them, and
we can put our doula's information in here if you want us to.
No, we can't.
We ain't having no more kids no time soon anyway, so y'all can use her. Y'all can use her. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I would recommend her. I really would. Through the whole pregnancy, we got the labor at home.
He held me together. So like I remember after our first birth with Luxon, I was feeling like I would, if I could buy my doula a car, I would buy her a car. I just felt so much. She has a car, by the way. But I just felt so overfilled with joy and love and just gratitude towards her, because she just made me feel so special and heard and loved. And it kind of makes me emotional thinking about it, because I just love that she is able to provide that feeling to people. Like you feel so helpless, especially doing a natural labor. Like how much she helped me when I felt so hopeless in them contractions. She helped reminded me that it was coming down. We was making it. We was fine. So yes, y'all, get y'all doula. Not my doula though. I'm just just like,
y'all, I wasn't even around her for majority of the time because I was having Lux.
Don't say majority of the time.
Like majority of the labor. I was seeing you, but I wasn't in there.
When the doula was there, you was not with me majority of the time. Because the doula was with us for 5 hours. And you was probably with me, out of the whole 5 hours she was there, you was probably with me.
1.
You would say 1?
Yeah.
I was going to say 45 minutes.
right, exactly.
Because he had to handle Luxon.
Yeah.
But Bae was there for me before she came, and you know, of course, after she left. So that's all that matters. But whenever you got stuff going on, you got other kids, get y'all a doula. It helps. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all might have a babysitter though, so y'all might not need to do all that. And Ebony, y'all was on Ebony so bad.
So Ebony, let's talk about Ebony, y'all. So when we got there, right, Ebony didn't know that she needed to do this, y'all. This was a very emergency type situation. We didn't know baby was going in labor literally that day.
I went into labor 2 days earlier than what we had expected. We already had a sitter lined up for the 2 days, because Zani came the 18th. We had the sitter lined up for the 20th all the way to the 29th. But she just came 2 days earlier, so we had to hurry up and find out a situation and make it work. Thankfully, she was able to come through for 2 days and help us out with Luxon, because if she didn't, I don't know how else we was gonna do it. Like, y'all thought she took too long. Anybody else that we would have had to try to get to come would have probably took longer.
Definitely.
At Zani in our living room.
Man, she had an hour and 45-minute drive.
Yeah, she did have a very, very long drive. And
yeah, so we was being patient with Ebony, and Ebony literally came at the perfect time. She literally came at the perfect time, y'all. So we're gonna be thankful for Ebony, y'all. We're not gonna be too critical of Ebony, because she did what she could, and she stayed for 2 days, y'all. She stayed 3 days and 2 nights. She stayed with Lux, y'all. So very, very much help, y'all. It was a very key moment for us. Y'all know we don't have many people here. Ebony's a close family friend.
Yeah.
So very close family friend.
I've literally known Ebony since I was like 12.
See, exactly. So at the end of the day, that was somebody that cares about us, cares about Lux. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want our kids in the hands of. You know what I'm saying? So like, we want to say thank you to Ebony for sure. Everybody played a part in this.
Everybody did.
Everybody played a part.
Everything came through, and all praise to the highest for leading us. You know, our doula said a nice prayer for us, y'all. That's like, after she said that prayer, Zani was like, all right, time to come through.
My baby Zani. Now I got a baby girl, y'all. Biggest blessing I could ever ask for. I got my son, I got my daughter, I got my wife, y'all. I got my family. This is what I prayed for. This is what I always wanted, y'all. This is what I always wanted. So make sure y'all like this video if you was impacted by our journey, or any time in our journey, or any of these videos that we post. We really would appreciate if you left a comment too, you know what I'm saying? But I know the people that really rock with us is gonna drop on love. And y'all gonna make sure y'all know, you know what I'm saying, love gang, stand up in the comment section, you feel me? Because we always on love. We ain't never off. You know what time it is. Until next time, peace. On love.